What does it mean to be unstoppable? In a sport with a 162-game season, a sport defined by failure, streaks happen. But what the Milwaukee Brewers are doing right now, this is something different. This is history in the making. Welcome back to Baseball Extra, your home for deep dive baseball analysis. Forget what you think you know, because the Brewers are rewriting the rules. In their last 60 games, they've won 44. That's not a typo. 44 wins and just 16 losses, outscoring their opponents by a staggering 132 runs. They are, without a doubt, the hottest team in Major League Baseball. But today, they face a true test. They face an ace. Spencer Strider takes the mound for the Atlanta Braves, a man whose fastball looks like it's been fired from a cannon. Can Strider and the Braves halt this runaway train? Or are the Brewers simply an unstoppable force? Let's break it down. All right, let's set the scene for the top of the first. You have Spencer Strider on the mound for Atlanta. This isn't just any pitcher. We've been tracking his return from that second elbow procedure, and with each start, the velocity just keeps climbing. We're seeing 98, 99, even 100 miles per hour. But what's interesting is how he's evolving. He's not just relying on that explosive fastball anymore. He's mixing in his slider more effectively, making him even more deceptive. He starts the game against South Philly, and right away, you see the game plan. Fastball, then he pulls the string on that filthy slider. Frelick can't touch it. Strike one. That's the Strider the Braves need today. He's establishing his dominance early. He gets through the top of the inning cleanly, including a caught stealing that really energizes the Atlanta crowd. Isaac Collins draws a walk, which is a good at-bat, but he gets a little too aggressive. Sean Murphy behind the plate has a cannon for an arm, and he fires a perfect strike down to second to end the threat. It was a bit of an awkward, late slide from Collins, and he's out by a mile. That's a huge momentum killer for the Brewers, and a massive boost for Strider. You escape a jam, the defense makes a play, and you can go back to the dugout with all the confidence in the world. Now, we flip to the bottom of the first. The Braves get their shot against Jose Quintana. Quintana is a crafty veteran. He's not going to blow you away with speed like Strider. He lives on sinking action, soft contact, and outthinking the hitter. Since coming back from some shoulder inflammation earlier this year, he's been incredibly effective for Milwaukee. The Brewers have won 7 of the last 10 games he started. He knows how to win, but the Braves have seen him before and have had a ton of success. Ozzie Albies leads it off with a perfect piece of hitting. Quintana throws a sinker on the inside part of the plate, and Ozzie just turns on it, shooting it right back to the left side for a single. That's a professional at bat. Quintana battles back, striking out Matt Olson with a beautiful slurve, that slider/curve hybrid that just drops off the table. A great bounce-back pitch. But then, Marcell Ozuna steps in. Ozuna has owned Quintana in his career, and he proves it again, lifting a soft liner into right field that drops for a base hit. Ozzie Albies, showing great instincts on the base paths, goes from first to third. This is the first high-leverage moment of the game. Runners on the corners, 2 outs, and Sean Murphy at the plate. Can the Braves capitalize? This is where games against great teams are won and lost. You have to cash in on these opportunities. Murphy, on a 0-2 pitch, gets just enough of it. He lines it into left field for an RBI single. A fantastic piece of 2-strike hitting. It wasn't a mistake pitch from Quintana, but Murphy did a great job to get the barrel to it. The Braves strike first. It's 1-0. A huge run, because against this Brewers team, you feel like you need to get ahead early and try to control the tempo. So, Atlanta grabs the 1-0 lead. The stadium is buzzing. Spencer Strider is coming back out for the second inning looking to build on that momentum. And he looks absolutely electric. He faces the veteran Christian Yelich and just blows a 97-mile-per-hour fastball by him for the strikeout. Then he gets Andrew Vaughn to chase a slider that looks like it falls off a cliff. 2 strikeouts to start the inning. This is peak Spencer Strider. Untouchable stuff. But this is where the character of this Milwaukee Brewers team really starts to show. They don't panic. They don't get rattled. Blake Perkins steps in, and on an 84 mph slider that just hangs a little bit up in the zone, he hammers it down the right field line. It's a fair ball, rattling against the wall for a 2-out double. Just like that, a seemingly dominant inning now has a runner in scoring position. And that brings up one of the most clutch hitters in the league this season, Bryce Durant. The stats are almost unbelievable when he comes to the plate with runners in scoring position. He just finds a way. And what does he do here? He sees the pressure is on Strider, and he lines the very next pitch there, just inside the first base bag. Perkins scores easily, and Terrain cruises into second with a 2-out, game-tying RBI double. Are you kidding me? This team is just relentless. Strider made one small mistake to Perkins, and 2 pitches later, the game is tied. That is the sign of a championship caliber ball. They make you pay for every single mistake. This Brewers versus Braves showdown is already delivered. The lineup turns over, and they keep the pressure on. Sal Frelick, who struck out his first time, gets revenge with a single into right. Then, after a strikeout, Isaac Collins, who was thrown out stealing earlier, rips a double into the right field corner. Suddenly, the Brewers have 2 runners in scoring position, and Strider is on the ropes for the first time. He manages to bear down and strike out Yelich with a nasty slider to end the threat, but the damage is done. The Brewers have tied the game, and, more importantly, they've shown Strider and the Braves that they are not going away. We head to the 4th inning, score tie 1-1. Spencer Strider comes back out, and you have to wonder what's going through his mind. He's gotten 5 strikeouts, but he's also been hit hard. The man stepping into the box against him is perhaps the single hottest hitter in all of baseball, Andrew Vaughn. Let's take a moment to talk about the Andrew Vaughn hot streak. Since being acquired by the Brewers, he has been a transformative presence in their lineup. He came into this game on an 11-game hitting streak, driving in 26 runs in about a month. He's not just getting hits, he's delivering crushing blows in the biggest moments. And he does it again. Strider delivers a pitch, and Vaughn connects with a sound that just tells you everything you need to know. He drives it deep into left center field. The center fielder, Michael Harris, too, goes back to the track, to the wall, and it is gone. A solo home run for Andrew Vaughn. His hitting streak is now at 12 games, and the Brewers have taken a 2-1 lead. Look at the Brewers dugout. They are in awe. This kid is on a legendary run. It's truly incredible to watch. He took one of the best pitchers in baseball deep to give his team the lead. That's a statement. And the Brewers don't stop there. It's like Vaughn's homer broke the dam. The very next batter, a single to right. The batter after that, a double into the left field corner. Suddenly, Strider is facing another crisis. He has now given up 8 hits, a season high against the dominant right-hander. This is uncharted territory for him. The Brewers have completely flipped the script on the Braves ace. He manages to get a flyout, but the relentless pressure continues. This isn't just a few lucky hits. This is a systematic dismantling of one of the game's best pitchers. We're now in the 5th inning, and things are starting to unravel completely for Atlanta. The score is 3-1 Milwaukee after an RBI ground out from Vaughn added another run. Spencer Strider is still in the game, but he's navigating a minefield. Blake Perkins steps up to the plate. He already has a double in this game. The at-bat is a battle. Perkins works the count full, 3-2. This is a massive pitch. The bases are empty, but the psychological weight of this at-bat is immense. Strider needs an out to stop the bleeding and keep his team in the game. He winds and delivers, and he hangs a slider. You cannot make a mistake like that to a major league hitter on a 3-2 count, especially not to a team that is seeing it this well. Perkins' eyes must have lit up. He puts a charge into it. High, soaring drive to right field. There is no doubt about this one. It is gone. A 2-run home run for Blake Perkins, his 3rd of this road trip. The Brewers dugout explodes. It is now 5-1 Milwaukee, and that is the final straw. The Braves manager, Brian Snitker, walks slowly out of the dugout. The call is made. Spencer Strider's day is over. The Brewers have knocked out the ace after just 4 2/3 innings. It's a stunning turn of events. They faced one of the best and didn't just beat him. They beat him down. This is the kind of performance that sends a message to the rest of the league. Now, the question shifts. The Braves offense has been quiet since the first inning. Down 5-1. Can they possibly get their bats going and mount a comeback against this tough Brewers bullpen? The game feels like it's on the brink of being a blowout, but Atlanta has firepower of its own. So, heading into the bottom of the 5th, the Braves are in a deep 5-1 hole. The energy has been sucked out of the stadium, but good teams always fight back. Nacho Alvarez leads off the inning and crushes a ball to deep right field. For a second, it looks like it's gone. It hits high off the brick wall, just inches from his first career homer. He settles for a leadoff double, and just like that, there's the spark. The next batter, Nick Allen, follows with a sharp single. Runners are on the corners with nobody out. The Braves are business. A ground ball from Eli White scores a run, making it 5-2. It's not pretty, but it's productive. They're chipping away. We move to the bottom of the sixth. Jurickson Profar steps to the plate. Jose Quintana has been solid for the Brewers, but he leaves a pitch over the middle of the plate, and Profar makes him pay. He launches a 2-run homer into the left field seats. Suddenly, it's a 5-3 game. The crowd is back into it. Profar gets the celebration in the dugout, and all of the momentum that the Brewers had built is now being challenged. What looked like an insurmountable lead is now just 2 runs. The game has completely changed. Now it's a battle of the bullpens. The Brewers bring in Abner Uribe, who leads the major leagues in holds. A hold is like a save for a setup man, and he is the best in the business. He comes in and does his job, striking out Matt Olson with a perfectly located backdoor slider. It's a huge out, shutting down the Braves' rally and preserving the 2-run lead. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning. The score is still 5-3 Milwaukee. The Brewers call upon their closer, Trevor Medgel, to shut the door. Medgel has been one of the most dominant relievers in all of baseball, converting 25 of 28 save opportunities. He's looking to secure a perfect road trip and a sweep with the Braves in their own ballpark. He gets the first 2 outs. The Braves are down to their final hope, Michael Harris too. The crowd is on its feet, hoping for a miracle. Medgel delivers. Harris swings. Crushed. That ball was absolutely launched, a no-doubter to deep right field. A solo home run for Michael Harris. It's a 1-run game. You could hear the sound of that bat echo throughout the entire stadium. That is only the 3rd home run Medgel has allowed all year, and it comes at the most dramatic moment possible. It's now 5-4. The tying run is coming to the plate. The pressure is immense. The Brewers are trying to complete a historic sweep, and the Braves are 1 swing away from tying this game. Medgel has to reset. He faces Drake Baldwin. The count goes to 2-2. Here's the pitch. Got it. A fastball on the outside corner, and Baldwin can't catch up to it. Trevor Medgel blows it by him, and the ball game is over. The Milwaukee Brewers hold on to win 5-4. They complete the perfect road trip. They complete the sweep of the Atlanta Braves. What an incredible baseball game. It had everything. An ace pitcher getting rocked, a hitting streak extended, clutch homers, and a dramatic 9th inning comeback that fell just short. This game was a perfect example of why this Brewers team is so special. They are resilient, they are relentless, and right now, they look like the best team in baseball. What did you think of that game? Does this performance convince you that the Brewers are the team to beat? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you love deep dive MLB highlights and analysis that goes beyond the box score, do us a huge favor. Hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to Baseball Extra so you never miss a breakdown. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.